Hello everyone, Ryan Teen on the scene here again with Malik.
Nice to be here.
Absolutely. So the next thing we're going to talk about is building your following organically. You having over 4,000 followers on Instagram, it's really impressive. So I would love for you to talk about how you kind of arrived to that and things of that nature, and little tips that you can give people to kind of build their following.
Yeah, I think first off, you need to remember that social media is social media, so you need to be engaging with people, you need to be sharing likes, comments, all of that, which is super duper important. I think when you're looking at it, you need to really look at it like a community, because if you don't, then you sort of will lose the sight of the fact that there are so many other people on it. There are like 8 billion monthly active users on Instagram.
Oh my god.
So you need to be talking with them if you want to grow your following. It can't just be all about you. It has to also be about the other people on there, what they're sharing, what their content is, and that's like sort of one of my big things is making sure that I actually look at other people's accounts. And I've actually heard of people spending hours just looking at like hashtag journalism, for instance, for us, maybe hashtag social media, hashtag storytelling, to see what other people are doing with it, and then you can wind up commenting, and maybe those people will follow you back.
Yeah, I've actually had some personal experience with that, where actually I posted when I was with my friend Kevin. We went to Cupido NYC near NYU, and then I think, oh my god, we need to go. It's so good.
We should go before you go to college.
Yes, we will definitely a little social event. Anyway, so actually, I think it was this morning or last night, one of the two. They actually liked my photo, but I posted it like a month ago. So I found that very interesting, where they actually went through and actually went through and actually saw who is actually sharing their joy of Cupido with the world. And I find that extremely interesting, and I've had people months later, like stuff, comment stuff that I tagged them in a few months ago, because it takes time to look at that stuff.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes a lot of time, and you're right. Maybe just by tagging them or just by using the hashtag, they can come and maybe you'll follow them just because they liked your post. So you may not have even known they had an Instagram. So. Hey everyone, it's Malik. I'm getting ready to do some homework, but I thought that before I did that, why not share some of the kind comments that you all have written me on my Instagram recently, since I'm wearing Instagram's kind comment shirt. Take a look at the back. It says hashtag kind comments, so be sure to use that on this post. But now I'm going to share some of the kind comments you all have written me on recent posts. Haley says, "This is so beautiful, Malik. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being so honest. This is what the world needs," with the heart emoji. Thank you, Haley. And then T on a recent post said, "Thank you for this heart emoji. I needed these words today," with the fist pump and the muscles. Thank you, T. And then Anna said, "Proud of you," with the hearts. And Ibsen Rose, my former English teacher, said, "Truly no one like you. Bravo." Thank you all. It really means the world to me when you guys spread kindness. I want you all to feel kind on Instagram. I'm gonna go back to my homework, but get some kindness going. Hashtag kind comments. You talk about so many different platforms, and it's true, there are so many different social media platforms out there, but I think you need to remember what platform you're on when you're making content for that platform. So for example, Twitter, when you go on Twitter, how do you feel on Twitter? What are you looking for when you go on Twitter? A lot of the times I'm looking for what's happening in the world when I go on Twitter. Absolutely. When I go on Instagram, I sort of just want to see what friends are posting, sort of just want to have it's sort of more of a chill, relaxed vibe.
Whereas Twitter is like kind of more current
if someone,
current events and things like that.
For example, like all the people in the Me Too movement who have been all the men who have been sort of taken down by that movement, they would always be trending. And so that's news. That's a lot of things happening in the world. And so that was really a good resource for me to be able to see what's happening in the world. And so I know when I'm sharing things on Twitter, it needs to be things that are either really funny or they need to be sort of current events and helping people understand them. So I think in comparison to Instagram, it's a really different platform. And I think the same thing with like YouTube versus IGTV. You need to understand that IGTV is vertical and that YouTube's horizontal. So you can't, I saw someone actually, and I think a few people have done this, where they put horizontal videos on IGTV.
I saw that, and it irks me so much.
Yes, it irks me too. I am very upset with those people, no matter how much of a celebrity or whatever they might be.
Exactly.
Because I think it's totally showing them not understanding the platform, and then it's showing them also thinking that, I think in the end they'll wind up losing, because you're showing that you don't care about people who come to that platform. I want IGTV because I like vertical video, and so when I go there and I see horizontal video, it makes me really upset and shows that you don't respect me as a viewer, as your creator. So it's kind of interesting, and I think you just have to remember what platform you're on and create content for each one.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of introduction, but before you go into your next point, you mentioned the Me Too movement and how when you share about that, it kind of sparks things and following the hashtags and things like that and being consistent and being on those platforms. Speaking of which, you actually hosted Instagram for March of Our Lives.
Oh
just a little bit tidbit. It's like just a little tidbit.
Yes.
Instagram's Instagram. Like Instagram has over 233 million followers last time I checked, and he was on the live. Exactly. So please tell us about that experience because I'm still in awe that you were able to do that.
Thank you. Yeah, that was amazing. And I mean, they just sort of reached out to me a week or so before the March for Our Lives and was just like, hey, we have an idea. I had a call with a producer there, and she was just like, we want you to be the host of our story for the March for Our Lives. It's a student-driven movement. It should have a student reporting on it. And so that was sort of my like big break, which was amazing. And I think that a lot of what I do now is sort of based on that experience, and I've gotten a lot of opportunities from that. But being there and I got to go really. Hi everyone, I'm Malik Mercier, a freshman journalism major at Ithaca College here in Washington, D.C. to tell the stories of my peers, the March for Our Lives. Take a look at the crowd behind me.
That's so amazing, and again, I'm just in awe that you're able to do that because it really shows the power that you have as the content creator, and B, the power of what your camera can get, and how your like, iPhone can see hundreds of thousands of people. It shows the vast number of people, like you said, out there supporting the same thing, and then it shows the youth out there supporting March for Our Lives, and you being able to cover that, it will live in history. I swear to God, you will be the person that will cover the March of Our Lives on Instagram for the rest of your life. So I hope you're happy knowing that.
Oh my God, thank you. Well,
Yes,
they're definitely doing a lot. The whole Never Again movement. The March for Our Lives are on tour right now, so much is happening with that, and a lot of activism. So we'll see what happens.
absolutely.